Hi guys, Sandra here. I've got a Christmas card design for you which is very simple, but it's a great project to do on your cutting machine because if you can cut these circles nice, clean, accurately, then you know you've got your settings right. So it's a great practice piece from that point of view. So it's 12 by 24. You have all these pieces cut out and you have the white circle cut out as well. So basically there was a white rim in there and I removed it. I simply put a piece of red card behind it. I cut this one roughly on my guillotine, but I've included a square that fits it so you can just cut it on your machine quite easily. The Merry Christmas is cut out from a self-adhesive vinyl, and then I've added a bow that I made. Now, one thing I want to say is that if you are getting fluffy edges, if you're not used to cutters and you're getting fluffy edges, that tends to be a sign that your blade has some wear and tear on it. Not always, but it does tend to. But if it happens on a project and you don't want to scrap the project, tip for you, an emery board or nail file. Now I use this in my craft room only, I hasten to add, this isn't used on my nails. But if you find you've got fluffy edges, you can simply do that a few times and your edges will usually clean up really well, and then you've got a chance to change your blade for your next project. It's a false economy to not change your blade out if you're getting problems, because you will go through more cardstock, more plastic, more vinyl with a dull blade than you will from any other reason. Now there are in fact 3 different sizes of blades that you generally use in cutting machines. There is the 45-degree blade, which is general purpose, pretty much cut anything as long as it's sharp, as long as it's not too thick. Then you have the 60-degree blade, which is actually a little longer in the point, and that's why you can use it for thicker materials. And then there's also a 30-degree blade, which is flatter, so there is less of an angle from the base to the blade. And that is frequently used by people cutting large pieces of vinyl. As it happened, I cut this with a 30-degree blade and it's perfect. I've got a load of blades left over from a previous cutter years ago, and therefore I'm going to use them. There's no problem at all as long as your blade holder is adjusted so that you only have the tiniest little bit of blade sticking out and you're fine. So you might want to experiment between your 30, your 60 and your 45-degree blades to see what gives you the best result for whatever it is that you're cutting. The file for this card will be in the link down below, and a Merry Christmas to everybody.